Show you the finished book nook. It has taken many hours to create, and there's been a couple of breakages and a few things I'd have probably done different if I'd have known what was involved. So here we are. I will just turn it round for you. Okay. As you can see, I'll just try and keep the light right so you can see inside as I turn it round. There you go. There's an awful lot of detail in there, and there's an awful lot of work in there because you have to cut out bits of paper, create books, as I said in my previous one, and the magazines on the floor. You have to stick all these on and these on. A lot of the stuff on the walls is pre-printed, but you have to put it all together. The roof is quite ornate. Yeah. So I'll just pause the video and I'll put the light on, so bear with me. And there it is with the lights on. It's 4 different lights in different positions. So there's one on that side by the bookcase or the storage unit. And then there's one on that side, which is next to the clue board or behind the clue board. And then there's 2 in the roof. So bring it back down again. But as I say, there's an awful lot of work involved in this. I stuck it together with PVA glue. But there are, as I say, there are some things I would do differently. So one bit of advice with this particular model, as you can see, there's a dartboard. Yes, there's some sort of, there's a light sensor. So when you've got it on your shelf and you walk past it and you leave the lights on, it will go on and off. These darts, there are actually 4 of them. I've lost one inside the diorama because they kept falling off and I kept knocking them off. So if I'd have known they were going to be so delicate, I would have put them on last. As I say, there is one loose, there is one lost in there somewhere, but it won't come out no matter how much I try and shake it. And there are other things on the walls that are easy to knock off as you are all putting it all together, because you need to stick everything on the wall and then put the wall up. These lights, they come off quite easily. As I say, there were a couple of breakages. I did break the corner off here, but it's got glued back on again. The piece I broke in my earlier book, the top came off of it. So again, I had to stick it with paper, but when I was putting the wall on, I caught it, it came off. So there are quite a few things you have to be careful of when you're doing this, and the positions of some things. You may follow what it says on the instructions, but they might not quite fit within the diagram. Might be slightly out. You might have to make some changes. I mean, the bookcase that's up there with the unit underneath it, it tells you to stick 4 piles of the those folders that you make underneath, and they're all stuck where they should be, but I had to squeeze the storage box underneath because the pile of 4 folders is too big. So you just have to be a bit wary of little bits like that when you're making this sort of thing. But other than that, the slight bits of problems I've had, it's been a very good experience. As you see, the lights have gone out again. There you go. But yeah, I've enjoyed it. I think it's a really good kit. You do have a few bits left over. I've kept most of my stuff in a tub. So you do have a few extra bits in case you make mistakes. As you can see, it's a bit of lantern. That's on the clock at the back. If you look at the clock, there's bits at the back. There's some more of those bits of paper. Bits of paper. Yeah, so you've got all these sort of spare bits left over. You get a little screwdriver. That's just a bit of boarding. So there are little bits and bobs that you have left over. I mean, made a little extra suitcase. spare folder that I had. So yeah, there are a few extra bits. There is a music unit you can buy separately, which fits in the back as you're putting it together. There's a hole there where this music unit would sit. You have to buy that separately. But I don't really need that bit. I just wanted to put this on my bookcase. And I think it's really intricate. I can't think of the right word there. There's a lot of detail in it, shall I say. Well, I hope you found my review of this kit interesting. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. Thank you very much.